AI thinks I'm ugly, but I finally found a way to defeat it. Over the past few months, I've tried to train multiple AI models using pictures myself, but every single time I do, it really hurts my feelings, adding 20 years, making me look homeless, or making me look like a monster. I'm going to show you examples of that in just a moment. Recently, I finally found a tool that I'm able to train on images of myself, and you may have noticed that I've been using it in the last couple of thumbnails. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to train the model absolutely free to generate high quality images using yourself, especially if you're in my situation where AI thinks you're ugly. Let me show you how to do it. I want to show you exactly what happens when I try to enhance my image using an AI. This is krea.ai. This is considered to be one of the best image enhancers. Here's a picture of myself that I often use for social media posts. And when I drag the bar across, it's going to enhance the image using artificial intelligence. And let me know how it looks. So far, look at the background. Really good. It's making the leaves pop. Everything looks amazing. What happens when it starts to touch my skin? Why is my elbow getting red? It's darkening my skin, and it's now added about 20 years to my age. Now, you might be saying, Jonathan, you cherry picked a specific image to do this. If you've been following me for long enough, I've been posting videos about this for several months now about how it hurt my feelings. Let me show you the original example. This is the original image of myself the first time I tested Krea 3 months ago. Watch my hand and watch my face. This is a more realistic version. AI thinks that I'm in my 60s and that I've lived a rough life. Oh, you don't believe me? Let's see one more example of what happens. Here's me with my hands in front of my face. Here's in the middle. Older, worse. And this hand is wet. I don't even know why. Arms crossed. Looking at the sky. This is the least offensive one of all of the images, and now it just looks nothing like me. So this is what happens when I enhance. I've also tested it with pictures of my family, and it changes their races. So it does a lot of crazy things to me and my family. There's something about my DNA. Now you might be saying, okay, this is just krea.ai. Let me show you what happens when I try with Midjourney. It creates images like this one. These are the 4 best images of myself I was able to create. And if you watch my podcast, every single week I create a thumbnail of the guest, and they always look better than the guest's actual pictures. I hope this is not what I look like. This is hurting my self-esteem. So what I want to show you guys next is there's a tool now that you can actually use to make images that you can be proud of. Introducing Artflow. With Artflow.ai, you get 100 free credits. And as you can see, I've only used about 7 of them. Every single credit gives you 4 image generations, and they're amazing. In order to train the model, I uploaded 15 pictures of myself. I'm going to show you the exact 15 pictures I used. You've just seen what happens when I use them with other AIs. And here's the type of images that I get. These images, they look amazing. These are all what I've always wanted. That is what I look like in my imagination. It's a better version of myself. Slightly thinner, slightly muscular, and a little bit taller. And it's nothing crazy. I think it adds about 2 inches, takes off about 10 pounds, and adds like 5 pounds of muscle. It's a realistic change. It didn't add 40 pounds of muscle or make me 7 inches taller. It's realistic, and that's what gets me excited. Let me show you some other examples of images that I've trained with this tool. Here's me as a wizard. You can see that it's almost me. And that's what I'm looking for with my AI images. I don't want it to fool anyone to thinking I'm actually a wizard. The most important thing is the face. It looks like a younger version of me. It's made the hair brown instead of gray. So it's doing some very interesting things. See here, again, obviously they've taken my face and put on a slightly more muscular wizard, but it's not too crazy compared to how everything else hurts my feelings. Let me show you exactly how this tool works, and you can create tons of amazing images. We're going to go to Character Builder, and there's 2 components, actor and character. I have one actor, and you can see the name is my name, male, adult. To click your actor, you click Create Your AI Actor. Your first one is free. The second one you have to pay for. In order to train the AI actor, all you have to do is upload 20 pictures of yourself. And I'm going to show you the exact images that I used. I only had 15 pictures of myself. So this is what I trained it on. Most of these are pictures that I either took here and took out the background to use for thumbnails in the past, or pictures from upstairs. And this is from my old house. Otherwise, these are all pictures that I took in the last couple of weeks just around my house. That's all it takes to train the model to start looking like yourself. That's really all there is to it. What's really cool is that you get 1 character for free. You don't have to sign up for the subscription or anything else. But once you start playing around with this tool, you're going to see that if you're in my situation, it's worth the investment. Now, they do have a lot of characters that you can start from. So if you want to choose one of their characters, you can see they have characters of different ages and ethnicities. They all seem to be wearing the same lavender polo shirt. But you can also see a lot of examples to work from. Create an image like this, or an image like this, or an image like this. It has a lot of really exciting things, and you can also convert to video. Now, this is the part that I'm not going to play around with right now. I just want to show you guys how to generate an image. The video credits are much more expensive. And so I want to stick with something that is not going to burn up all my credits because I really like this tool. Here's the image generator. You can see you can either have it on Artflow version 2 on or off. I want it on. Shows all my past creations here. And the most important thing is whatever you name your character, you have to remember that because that's really important. So I didn't name my character Jonathan, I named it Jonathan Green. So this here, this at Jonathan Green, is going to lock it in because I've created this character to myself. Now, this is exactly what it looks like when you create a character in Midjourney, except when I do it in Midjourney, it hurts my feelings. I want to choose the shape of the image since I'm going to be using this for the thumbnail for this image. We're going to click generate. And look at that, it only costs 1 credit. It's a really simple model. They have a new upgrade called director mode where you can move the character around. So you can get very sophisticated. This is just the beginning. It solves a very specific problem that I have in my business, which is that every single AI image generator, every enhancer, they all think I'm ugly. They all add 20 or 30 years to my age, and they make me look significantly more haggard, like I've been smoking for 40 years when I quit smoking 10 years ago. I wanted something that looks pretty good. And you can see that it does take a little bit of time for the image to generate, but considering the quality of the results, I'm really pleased with it. Let's look at some more past images. Here's a picture of me as a hacker. Now, you do have to be careful because these still are AI images. And if you look closer, you'll notice that there's something wrong. I have too many hands. They're still not perfect, but out of every batch of 4, there's always a winner. Here's a picture of me with slightly bigger muscles, looking pretty rock and roll. It's a cool hacker. It didn't do very good with the anime component, so it can't do everything because it has a pretty consistent art style, but these all do look like me. This actually looks like an older version of me, but the way it smooths the face doesn't hurt my feelings, and that's what I look for. It doesn't make me uglier. Here's a picture of me as a space marine. This is obviously very much inspired by Warhammer. This looks like the Warhammer armor, and this is not great armor. This is plasticky looking, and you can see this appears to be the exact same suit of armor. There's a helmet on it, and then you can open the helmet in the face. Another picture of me inside of it. This is higher quality than I've seen in some big budget movies, so I'm pretty pleased with that. What happens when you forget the prompt is this. So here I accidentally wrote at Jonathan instead of at Jonathan Green. That's what happens. Now let's look at our helicopter images. What I see here is stunt double. That's not bad. It's not close enough that I think it's me. I wouldn't think that's me. Let's see, these will pass muster as me. And this one, not quite. A little far away. So there's a lot happening. That one, see, it's almost me. This is stunt double territory for me, and that's fine. Same one here. This is an amazing picture though. Because it's so kinetic, this is amazing. This is exactly the type of imagery I like to use in my thumbnails. It catches a lot of attention. It's really exciting, and it's fun for me. With the free version, you cannot download the image. You have to go to an upgrade plan, and I just haven't had the time to do it. I'm 99% sure I'm going to upgrade because I've been playing around with this for about a week and just making sure that I really like it. But you can just right click and save image as, and that's what we're going to do. Let's see if we can take the free image and make it actually useful. So I'm going to save the image as myself, download the image, and what we're going to do is use Topaz Gigapixel AI. I know there are more and more upscalers out there, but golly, Topaz is still so good. It's just so good. It's not that expensive. You pay one time, and I use it all the time. They just keep updating. They updated it to version 7 and gave me that for free. They never charge me for updates, which I really appreciate. Let's grab that image that we just downloaded, and we're just going to pull it in. Now, this one thing to note is that it downloads as a web piece. You can see what things are going to look like when it's upscaling, and you can see the image actually looks more like me. That's very interesting to me. Click save image. What I like about Topaz is that it chooses which AI model to use. It updates itself all the time. You can choose how big you want to go if you want to increase the width or the height or just the scale overall. I always do 4x. Click save image. Now you can choose what format to have, like presumed input format. But in this case, I want a JPEG because I don't want to keep it as the WebP file format. I'm going to click save, and I'm going to open both versions so we can compare them. This is the original version, pre-upscaled. Here's the upscaled version. What you can see is that it really does a great job. I guess I wasn't wearing any socks, which I didn't notice in the picture. If you zoom in really close, the hand looks wonky. it just looks out of focus and then there's something going on with the thumb. But I only notice that because I zoom in. If I zoom out to thumbnail level, you'd never notice that. This is an amazing high quality image that I can use for a thumbnail. The exposure behind me is good. So this is good. This is great. This is a way to take a great image and upscale it. And that's why had me so excited about this tool, because for a long time, I have had to take tons of photos. My previous process for creating thumbnails was to take pictures of myself and guess what pose I would be in and take hundreds of photos, remove all the backgrounds, save them in Canva, and hopefully have the right pose I wanted when I was editing a thumbnail. Now that problem has gone away. So I'm really excited about this. I'm going to take this exact image now that I've upscaled it, and I'm going to use it to create the thumbnail for this video. I have a really good feeling about this tool because every other tool has hurt my feelings. So the fact that this one makes me look handsome, beautiful, whatever, it sees the best in me, the same way my wife sees me. That's what gets me excited. I hope you love this tool. Now I'm going to go make the thumbnail so that I can upload this video. I hope you're as excited about this tool as I am. Got a link to it right below the video. Play around with the free tool. The fact that you can train the model for free, the fact you can have a character permanently designed to look like you for free, and you can generate up to 400 images all for free, makes this definitely one of the pieces of software I'm most excited about this month. And absolutely, I want you to test it out. Let me know in the comments below. Has this happened to you? Have you had an image upscale that made you feel ugly and hurt your feelings? Or have you had great success whenever you try to train a model on your pictures and it looked really great? Love to hear your stories. I love reading your comments. It does mean a lot to me. And of course, hit the like button if you found this useful. And if you just want me to feel like it's nice to be a little bit handsome. Even as a guy, sometimes we want to be a little bit handsome. And of course, make sure to follow and subscribe to get notified. I'm going to keep posting more videos like this one. The more views I get, the more engagement I get, the more it motivates me and gets me excited. That's why I was so excited to crank out this video today, because I want to give you guys something absolutely amazing. I hope you had an amazing experience. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked that video, I think you're going to like this one, or maybe even this one. Check them out.